If you're over 60 and struggling with muscle loss, this one food with more protein than eggs could change everything for you. But most people totally overlook it. Don't miss this. Hey there! If you're over 60 and worried about losing muscle, you need to hear this. What if I told you there's a food with more protein than eggs that can help you keep your strength naturally? Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to staying strong as you age? I love reading your stories and helping out. And hey, if you want easy science-backed tips that really work for seniors like you, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. Because every week, I share simple ways to boost your health, energy, and muscle power. Let's get started. Before we start, know that everything I share here comes from trusted experts like Johns Hopkins Medicine, the American Academy of Family Physicians, and the National Library of Medicine. Check out the description below for the exact links, so you can trust this is real science made simple and clear for you. Hey there, friend. Let's take a moment to talk about something super important, protein. You might have heard a lot about it, but did you know that after 60, protein becomes even more crucial for your body? Yeah, it's true. You see, as we get older, our muscles don't hold on to their strength as easily as they did when we were younger. Maybe you've noticed it yourself. Those little aches, the leg cramps, or just feeling more tired after simple activities. It's frustrating, right? Like your body isn't quite keeping up with you anymore. Well, one big reason behind that is something called muscle loss, which happens naturally with age. Now, here's the thing. Protein is like the building block your muscles need to stay strong and rebuild. But it's not just about eating protein. It's about how much and how well your body uses it. After 60, your muscles actually become less responsive to protein. So, you need a bit more to get the same benefit as before. That's why simply sticking to your usual meals might not cut it anymore. I remember a good friend of mine, Joan, who was struggling with constant fatigue and weak legs. She thought eating a few eggs a day was enough. But once she learned about the importance of increasing quality protein, things started to change for her. She felt stronger, more energetic, and guess what? No more nagging cramps at night. It's a bit surprising, but many seniors don't get enough protein or the right kind. Some think it's all about quantity, just eat more meat or eggs. Others worry about digestion or kidney health and avoid protein altogether. But the truth is, your body needs quality protein that's easy to absorb, rich in essential amino acids like leucine, which act as signals to your muscles telling them to grow and repair. So, don't fall for the myth that muscle loss after 60 is just inevitable or that protein doesn't matter anymore. It absolutely does, and getting it right can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. Imagine waking up without that stiffness, moving freely without fear of falls, and having energy to enjoy the things you love. And here's a quick reminder. Protein doesn't just support muscles. It helps with reducing inflammation, battling fatigue, and even improving your overall recovery from minor injuries. Things many seniors face quietly, but don't talk about enough. Alright, now that we know why protein is so essential after 60, let's move on and discover the surprising best protein sources that work wonders for aging muscles, and why eggs aren't always the top pick. The star food. Dried fish powder, a hidden muscle-boosting powerhouse. Hey friend! Now, I want to share with you a little-known superstar food that many seniors have never heard of, dried fish powder. I know it might sound unusual, but stick with me because this simple ingredient could change the way your muscles feel and work. Let me tell you about Mr. Ahmed, a 68-year-old who was dealing with constant leg weakness and fatigue. He tried different supplements, changed his workouts, but nothing seemed to help much. Then his nutritionist recommended adding dried fish powder to his meals. Within weeks, he noticed less cramping and more strength, enough to enjoy gardening again without feeling worn out. So, what makes dried fish powder so special? Well, when you remove all the water from lean white fish like cod, what's left is nearly pure protein, packed with essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle, especially leucine, which is a key player in muscle growth. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Dried fish powder contains almost double the protein of eggs, chicken breast, and even most protein supplements. But it's not just about numbers. This protein is incredibly bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs and uses it quickly and efficiently. That's huge after 60, when digestion slows down and muscle repair needs a boost. You might be wondering, isn't fish hard to digest? That's a common worry. But dried fish powder is actually easy on your stomach. No chewing tough meat or worrying about bones. It's perfect if swallowing is a challenge or if your appetite isn't what it used to be. And here's a myth to bust. Some think that fish powder might be salty or heavily processed. The truth, if you choose high-quality, food-grade dried fish powder without added salt or flavors, it's a clean, natural protein source. Plus, it's shelf-stable, easy to store, and super versatile. Think about it. Just a small scoop mixed into your soups, stews, or even sprinkled over mashed veggies can pack a powerful punch to keep your muscles fueled, reduce cramps, and fight fatigue. It's like a little muscle booster you don't have to chew. Alright, now that you know about this hidden powerhouse, next we'll explore some delicious, easy ways to add it to your meals, plus a few other surprising foods that pack a protein punch for seniors like you. Other top high-protein foods seniors should know about. Hey there! Now that we've uncovered the star player, dried fish powder, let's dive into some other top high-protein foods that can really help seniors like you keep muscles strong and energy up. Take my friend Mary, for example. At 72, she started feeling tired more often, and even simple chores wore her out. Once she began adding these power foods into her diet, she noticed a big difference. Less fatigue, fewer cramps, and more bounce in her step. Sounds good, right? First up, hemp seeds. These tiny seeds pack a surprising punch. They have all 9 essential amino acids your body needs, which is rare for a plant protein. Plus, they're rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and support brain and heart health. Perfect for keeping your joints feeling good and your mind sharp. Then there's tempeh, a fermented soy product. Not only does tempeh give you a full set of essential amino acids, but it also has probiotics that help your gut absorb protein better. Super important, since poor digestion can stop your muscles from getting the nutrients they need. Imagine your body having its own little helpers breaking down food for you. That's what probiotics do. You might be wondering, are these plant proteins really enough? Great question. Many seniors worry they won't get enough protein without meat. But studies show that combining these plant proteins and eating a variety of them can be just as effective for maintaining muscle and energy as animal proteins. And hey, if you've ever heard that plant proteins aren't complete, it's time to update that thinking. Hemp seeds, tempeh, and even quinoa give you a full amino acid profile, especially when enjoyed together over the day. So what's the best way to enjoy these foods? Sprinkle hemp seeds on your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Add tempeh to your stir fries or salads, and mix quinoa into soups or as a tasty side. These little additions can make a huge difference, keeping cramps at bay, boosting your strength, and even helping with overall inflammation. Lifestyle tips to maximize muscle maintenance after 60. Hey, let's talk about something just as important as eating the right foods, your daily lifestyle. Because even with the best protein-packed meals, how you live your life can make a huge difference in keeping your muscles strong and your energy high after 60. Let me tell you about my neighbor, Tom. At 65, Tom felt like his muscles were slowly slipping away. He'd get tired just walking up the stairs. But once he started moving a little every day, adding gentle strength exercises, and paying attention to how he rested, everything changed. His energy came back, and so did his confidence. What if a few simple habits could do the same for you? First off, regular movement is key. You don't have to become a gym rat overnight. Just 20 to 30 minutes of walking, stretching, or light strength training a few times a week can keep your muscles active and growing. Science shows that when muscles are used regularly, your body keeps building and repairing them more efficiently. Now, here's a myth I want to bust. Some seniors think that muscle loss is just inevitable and can't be stopped. That's not true. With consistent activity, your muscles can stay healthy and strong, even rebuild lost mass. It's never too late to start. And don't forget rest. Muscles need time to recover after movement, especially as we get older. Poor sleep or not enough rest can lead to fatigue and slower muscle repair. So, aiming for quality sleep every night is just as important as what you eat or how much you move. Also, hydration plays a surprisingly big role. Dehydration can cause muscle cramps and tiredness, which is no fun. Drinking enough water supports muscle function and helps nutrients travel to where they're needed most. Finally, managing stress is a powerful but often overlooked muscle saver. Chronic stress releases hormones that can speed muscle breakdown and increase inflammation. Finding time for relaxation, maybe a bit of meditation, gardening, or simply breathing deeply, can protect your muscles and your overall well-being. So, how does this all fit together? When you combine good nutrition with movement, rest, hydration, and stress management, you're giving your muscles exactly what they need to stay strong and keep you feeling great. Busting common myths about protein and aging. Hey there, let's have a heart-to-heart about some of the biggest myths floating around about protein and aging. I know it's confusing out there, so much info, and a lot of it just doesn't fit what we seniors really need. Take my friend Mary, for example. She always thought eating protein in older age would harm her kidneys. That was the advice she'd heard for years. So she cut back, but then started feeling weaker and more tired. Sound familiar? Well, here's the good news. For most healthy seniors, getting enough protein actually supports kidney health by keeping muscles strong and metabolism steady. One common myth is that protein is only for bodybuilders or young people. But here's the truth. After 60, your body actually needs more protein to fight muscle loss, prevent falls, and keep you feeling energized. Did you know that muscle loss can start as early as your 30s, but it really speeds up after 60? That's why protein isn't just important, it's critical. Another misconception is that plant proteins aren't complete or as good as animal proteins. While some plant proteins miss a few amino acids, combining foods like beans and grains gives you everything your muscles need. Plus, many plant proteins come with extra benefits like fiber and antioxidants, helping digestion and reducing inflammation. Two big wins as we age. And let's gently bust the myth that protein shakes or supplements are the only way to get enough protein. Real, whole foods like lean meats, fish, dairy, nuts, seeds, and legumes provide the nutrients your body absorbs best, along with vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats that powders just can't match. So, why does all this matter? Well, when you believe the myths and skimp on protein, your muscles don't get the fuel they need. That can mean more cramps, fatigue, slower recovery, and a higher risk of injury. But when you get it right, protein helps keep you steady on your feet, full of energy, and ready for whatever life throws your way. Ready to learn which foods pack the biggest protein punch? Let's dive into the star foods you can add to your meals today. Easy action plan. Adding muscle-boosting protein to your daily diet. Hey, I get it. Sometimes knowing what to eat is the easy part, but figuring out how to fit it into your day can feel tricky, especially when life gets busy or you're not feeling 100%. But here's the truth. Adding muscle-boosting protein to your meals doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It's all about simple, doable steps that make a real difference over time. Let me tell you about Jim, a retired teacher I know. At first, he thought boosting protein meant spending hours cooking fancy meals. But once he started with small changes, like sprinkling hemp seeds over his morning oatmeal or adding a spoonful of dried fish powder into his soup, he noticed his energy improved and his leg cramps started fading. Those little shifts added up to big improvements. So what's the secret? Start by thinking about your plate. Is there a good source of protein at every meal? Maybe that's eggs or Greek yogurt for breakfast, a handful of nuts as a snack, and some lean chicken or tempeh for dinner. And don't forget plant-based options like beans, lentils, or quinoa. Variety helps keep meals exciting and ensures you get all the essential amino acids your muscles need. Here's a quick tip. Prep ahead. Cook a batch of quinoa or boil eggs on the weekend so you have protein ready to go during the week. Feeling overwhelmed by cooking? No worries. Simple meals can be just as powerful. Even a peanut butter sandwich on whole grain bread gives you muscle-friendly protein plus fiber. Now, a common mistake many seniors make is skipping meals or not eating enough protein at once. Your body can only use so much protein at a time, so spreading it out across meals helps with absorption and muscle repair. That means instead of loading up at dinner, try including protein in breakfast, lunch, and snacks. Why does this matter? Well, as you know, muscle loss isn't just about strength. It affects your balance, energy, and even mood. By making protein a daily habit, you're giving your muscles the building blocks to stay strong, reduce inflammation, and fight fatigue. Plus, these easy wins can help you stay independent and active longer. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Remember, muscle loss after 60 isn't something you just have to accept. With the right protein-rich foods and simple lifestyle habits, you can protect your strength, boost your energy, and feel more vibrant every single day. I really hope you'll give these tips a try and see the difference for yourself. And hey, if you do, please come back and share your experience down in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else just like you. If you have any questions, or there's a health topic you'd love me to cover next, don't hesitate to let me know. This channel is all about supporting you on your journey to better health, and I'm here to help. Before you go, please hit that like button if this video helped you. It really makes a difference. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss new videos packed with science-backed tips designed just for seniors like you. Take good care of yourself. Your muscles are listening, and it's never too late to start feeding them right. I'm cheering you on every step of the way. See you in the next video.